grab a pen and a paper because you will need it in a minute. You know, once upon a time, if you were to ask me what does working on myself mean, I would give you a list and I would say going to school and getting a degree, making money, making my parents proud, traveling around the world. But never on my list would you find working on my character. Because to me, my character was okay. It didn't need any working on. And plus, I didn't even give it much thought. Like, I was not like sitting down like, okay, I have this character that's bad. This character is good. No, to me, it was, you know, this is who I am. Like, this is who I am. Accept me for who I am. Until 2 months ago, I attended a lecture by Dr. Haifa that completely changed my life and changed the way that I see things. Here's the thing. The lecture was about sins, poison of the heart. Now, you might wonder, yes, what does sins and character have to do with each other? A lot, actually. I realized that because of my character, I'm committing some of these sins that this woman who does not know me, who has never met me, is talking about. I was so ashamed of myself, especially when she was talking about sins that we belittle to a point that it becomes a habit because we see it as it's no biggie. And then I have the best advice from my friend Aisha. She said, you know, take a piece of paper and write down all the characteristics that you have that you're not proud of. If you lie, write it down. I lie. You steal, write it. I steal. You backbite, write it down. I backbite. And then go down your list and work on yourself. Wallahi, you're gonna realize that you don't even have time to focus on somebody else because you have a lot that you have to do on yourself. A lot of times we focus so much on other people's faults because we don't want to deal with what we got going on. You will judge people for the sins that you're not comfortable doing. You were sinning, all right, but just because somebody is doing a sin that you're not comfortable with, you judge them. Like basically sinners judging sinners for sinning differently. Here's the thing, when you start to work on your character, your perspective is gonna change. You're not gonna judge people. You're not gonna look down on people. You're gonna make excuses for people. Like your brain is rewiring. You know how in our society it's so normalized. When we see someone, the first thing we see is what? Their clothes, how they talk, how they walk, their skin color. We barely see the person. It's like how we focus on the speaker, but not the speech. It's like how we only see the sins. We don't see the person. We don't see the abd. We don't see the slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who wants to repent. Even after they repented, we can't see past the sins. Oftentimes we talk about the ummah needs change, the society, we need to do something. But change starts with you and I. Individual change will make the world a better place. Because if I am doing what I'm supposed to do, working on my character, you are doing what you're supposed to do you think we're going to worry about the neighbor? If you teach your kids right and your neighbor does the same thing and your neighbor's neighbor does the same thing, do you think you're going to worry about the type of people your kids are going to hang around with? Work on your character. Wallahi, it's one of the most purest love you can have for yourself. It's true self-love. And here's the best part. You're going to realize that you're not perfect. You're nothing but flaws. So when you see somebody with a flaw, you don't judge them. You don't look down on them. In fact, you want to help them because you realize that you are both on the same boat and you need each other to stay afloat. That was a good one. Assalamu alaikum. Work on yourself. I know I am.